Okay guys, I'm going to start this video with something other than my usual intro for reasons I cannot quite explain, but anyways, here are the 3 words I want you to hear. T.O.P. Come back. Yes, today we are talking about 21 Pilots, the ever so famous band that's supposedly emo, but I have no idea. Anyways, here we go. Let's do a rant about why 21 Pilots needs to come back right now. Let's get started. Okay, so I know what all of y'all are thinking. A hiatus does not typically last approximately 1 year in length. Okay? That's true. How do we know they haven't completely broken up for the better? Well, we do have hope for new music, but of course, there's always the probability that no, because both Josh and Tyler have repeatedly kicked each other out of the band. So, you know, you never really know, and forgive me, I have to eat a little bit of something because I'm going completely nutso, so why not just eat some gummy candies? But, like, Josh and Tyler have both repeatedly kicked each other out of the band. The hiatus is going on, I have no idea how many days now. I've lost count. It's ridiculous. It's insane. What? And, you know, hiatuses don't typically last that length of time. If the definition of hiatus is taking a short break of sorts, and by short it can be anywhere from like a week to years. I'm looking at you, BBC Sherlock. I'm looking at you. But the hiatus has gone on long enough. Josh, Tyler, get your act together. Get yourselves back out on stage. We need more music from 21 Pilots. That's number 1. Hiatuses are not meant to last this long. Number 2 is that, quite frankly, I think the fans, the entire fan base, no matter how emo scene, stereotypical basic you are, we just all need new music from these guys because, you know, we've gone on long enough crying over Goner, and I think it's time that we get a new song to cry about. Am I right, you guys? Does anyone else want a new song to cry about? A new one that's just, like, insane and sad all at once and just ugh. Anyone else want a new 21 Pilots song to cry about besides me? If so, please. You know, the comments, the thingamajig, you know? So, number 1, soon people are going to start thinking this is not a hiatus and it's permanent. I know people who are already thinking it's not a hiatus and that it's permanent. And honestly, I'm just trying to make it a little better and keep hope that it's just a hiatus and not permanent. 2, the fans need new music to cry over. We're tired of being gonered repeatedly. We need some new stuff. We need some new music to cry over, you know? Like, that's a thing. You need new music to cry over every once in a while. Come on, let's be realistic. All of the Phantom of the Opera fans got tired of crying over Phantom of the Opera, and now they have Love Never Dies to cry about. Oh, man. That just proves my sense of humor. It's so just aggressively dark and ugh. I'm so tired of crying over Goner and Friend Please and all that. We need more music to cry over. And I know these seem super invalid, but this is like my emotions finally coming out. But like, 21 Pilots, from what I'm aware, has done a lot more than a lot of bands can ever dream of doing. They've made it big mainstream. They've managed actually to help save so many lives of people, and you know, it just does me a lot of good to, like, go into Hot Topic and start looking at a 21 Pilots shirt while wearing a 21 Pilots shirt, and somebody's gonna walk over to me and be like, oh my god, you listen to 21 Pilots too? And I'll be like, yeah, I do. I listen to 21 Pilots too. And then it just does me so much good to know that there's such a great big fan base full of brilliant, brilliant, friendly people. And they all just make the world so much better as a whole, you know? And I honestly think that the world would be a little bit darker, a little bit sadder without 21 Pilots. And I think we need 21 Pilots back because they've done so much for the community. They've made so many people so much happier. They've really helped influence a lot of people's lives and creative choices and all of everyone's ideas, and it's just great, and I love it. Just, we need 21 Pilots to come back from the hiatus. Some of us, myself included, are going insane just waiting and waiting and waiting for the hiatus to end. So, yeah. Really, for the sake of the fans, I'm really just trying to think for the greater good here. For the sake of the majority of the fan base, we need 21 Pilots to come back quickly because, like, let's face it, the entirety of the fan base is going completely insane. And, you know, insanity is okay to some extent, but, like, how crazy the 21 Pilots fandom has become, it's low-key horrifying. Really, just to think that a fan base could go so far from like, oh hey, all's well, we got Goner and all that jazz that we can cry to, and we have a bunch of music we can dance to and be happy about, to like weeping over literally every 21 Pilots song, mainly because, you know, there's so many, and they're all so great and all, but, like, dang. It's intense. I think a lot of 21 Pilots fans have come full circle through the stages of grief and then started repeating the cycle, and I don't think that's quite healthy. So, please, 21 Pilots, come back so that your fan base doesn't go completely off the rails and stuff, you know? Like, please, guys. And I know I sound like I'm being a pressuring little jerk here, a snotty brat, but I don't want to be. I'm just trying to think and help others a little bit with this rant. Just like, 21 Pilots, come back. Please, you know? That's kind of a deal. And I really just want them, like, listen, if you're a 21 Pilots fan, or if you know a 21 Pilots fan, signal boost the crap out of this video, and maybe it will get to Josh and Tyler and all of the other people who were at one point or another members of 21 Pilots. Signal boost the crap out of this. I need Josh and Tyler and anyone involved to know how insane the fandom has gotten. We need to signal boost this and get it out there and get the attention of everyone in 21 Pilots and finally figure it out. And honestly, people, if we don't, then Goner's gonna be twice as painful. So, there's that. You know, there's just that. So, thank you guys so much for watching me rant about 21 Pilots. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of the things. And, yeah. Signal boost this. Get this out there, please. Share it to whatever social media y'all have. Like, I would love to get this up through the ranks to Josh and Tyler and all their producers and all that, you know, like, it would be great to get my videos seen by like, people, you know? Thank you guys so much for watching. Do all the things. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, that failed miserably. Bye.